Hi guys, this is Jess, and I'm going to give you guys the full reading. For those of you who are interested in the extended portion of this reading, all you have to do is click the link below in the description box and it'll take you straight there. And you can look and see what else is in store for you guys. So if you're interested, yeah, click that link below and we can get started. Otherwise, on with your reading. Take care, guys. Hi Taurus, this is Jess with your July 2018 reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So Taurus, we are focusing on the first 2 weeks of the month. I see that for some of you, and as we focus on work first. So for some of you, as far as work is concerned, there may have been in the past some of you could have lost a job. Some of you could have avoided losing a job, or it's been very difficult to find work, get back into the workforce. Some of you are going through a blockage stage right now, but it's been going on. It has nothing for you guys to do with the Mars retrograde. It's just this block. You're being blocked, and new starts are at a standstill right now. I know it can be completely frustrating for some of you. Some of you are feeling a little bit out of sorts, because even if you're looking for work, you can't go back to old contacts. You can't go back to jobs that you've known in the past. It really feels like the doors have been shut. For some of you, in this period of looking for work and that sort of thing. And it's for some of you, you've not been able to kind of just like relax and take it easy and have faith. You are just really ready to rock. You're ready to roll. You're ready to go. There may be someone at the workplace, if you have a job, that's being very difficult, not letting you move about, promote, transfer, leave if you wanted to make a move of some sort. You may be contractually obligated to your career or your job. If you've been interviewing, you may find it very difficult. Especially if you've been interviewing with the male energy here, you may find it extremely difficult to relate to a male energy. And it just has a lot to do with stubbornness. You kind of mirror each other, and I just see stubbornness here. So you obviously may not be the pick for a job. Now, I do see that some of you may feel like moving through this process of looking for work, being told that, your services are no longer needed. It's felt unfair. You feel unfair, feel unfairly treated, and someone could be there to help you, to support you emotionally to some extent. You may even find that although there was a low period, if you've been looking for work, it's changed, and maybe now there's an opening for you to get in. Now, the energy for those of you who are looking for work, there's some shift and changes that are being made with companies. I feel that companies right now are just like, it's almost like chess, not checkers. Right now, it's going to feel like you're playing a game of chess. Because every scenario that you enter into, you have to sit back and evaluate what's true, what's not. Because it seems like in the past energy, you've been disappointed. Things have not panned out the way you like. And so you will be at this point of hopeful, prepared and ready, but the energy external to you may not be as forthright, because I get some issues with forthrightness. Some of you Tauruses, you're going into an energy, whether it be on the job or looking for work, with the intent of, I do what's right, you can count on me, that sort of thing. But you're coming in contact with people or situations that aren't necessarily the same, or you could be coming off this way as well. You will find that if you are working on a job, you start a job in the month of July, that there's going to be some changes that's being made with this company. You may see that a lot of people are leaving, or some people are leaving. You may have second thoughts about, starting or staying at this job as soon as you get there. I do get that. You may have come in with one understanding, and then when you get in there, it's something completely different is what it looks like. You may be experiencing that at this time. Now, your workplace, again, is something about your workplace that there's some behind the scenes strategies and manipulations going on that you guys won't know about right now. Now, this month, even though there's a lot of things that will be happening, I feel under the radar. Some things you'll pick up on if you're paying attention. Other things will go completely over your head. There's going to be this underlying feeling of tension. You can't put your finger on it. You don't really know what it is. It's like an irritant, but it's not really going to affect you guys. So it's almost like a protection without seeing the protective cards. Here's what I get. Okay. You will have this first couple of weeks, could be months, of just feeling like you're able to kind of glide underneath the radar. Second week, for those of you looking for work, something could come in for you, particularly more so for the women than men. Men, you may still be at a delayed period, at a standstill. Could have something to do with your attitude. You could be coming off very, aggressive, but in a abrasive sort of way. It's nothing you could probably do about that at this time. It just could be the energies, because your opposite sign is Scorpio, which is ruled by Mars, and Mars is retrograde. So people could be coming to you in an aggressive sort of way. You can come across that way. So for Taurus men, it could be a bit of a delay. Taurus women, I do see a situation coming to you, like you're in a more favorable position of things coming to you as you need it to come. Second week. Now, other things going on here. Well, it looks to me very plainly, if financially looks good for some of you, okay, there's money out there to be made. It just looks like you have to be careful because there's sharks and snakes out there as well. So it's like, at what cost? This month will, to some extent, for some of you, challenge you to, especially if you're in this state of like, I need money. Money could come to you ethically or unethically, so be careful with that. And again, like I said, all the energies is very suggestive. It's like under the radar. So you may be aware, you may not. You have to pay keen attention to realize, who's the fake and who's the phony and the fraud. You have to kind of pay attention, because it is that, it is that under the radar, if that makes sense. Now, as it relates to love for you guys, and we're going to get into more of the extended about, how you can maneuver and what changes are going to be made for you for the last 2 weeks in the description box below if you want to check that out. And we're going to do a little deeper meaning behind the aspect of love and the one-to-one relationships with you and that particular mate, and look a little deep into their feelings for you. Now, as it relates to love, I do see that some of you are at a standstill, okay? You're not able to necessarily move forward, start over, travel, go see someone. They can't come to you. You can't get to them, okay? I'm going to focus on this aspect right now. You're in a relationship, but they can't get to you, can't get to them, can't kind of reunite at this time, and you can't even if you wanted to. Like, you just can't. There may have created some frustrations in this relationship, particularly if you're married. There may be, it may seem difficult, if impossible at this time, to kind of salvage this marriage and relationship. If you guys live together, it's a very committed relationship. If you do speak to your mate, you may find that you guys are on opposite ends of the coast. They are very curt. You are very sharp. You know what you're saying. They can't manipulate the situation. You don't care what they say. Some of you want a divorce, and someone is trying to talk you out of it. Someone is trying to coerce you away from wanting a divorce, or try to make you see it their way. If it's not a divorce, it's something about you feeling like you've been treated unfairly, and they're trying to either make amends to that or trying to make you understand that, it wasn't all you. You weren't the only person that went through something to some extent, but I feel like it's not being done harshly. It was at first, but now it's like a little bit more nice. Someone's like trying to offer you things, just trying to calm you down, basically. This person, if that is the case, they could have a stake in this relationship. Like, it would behoove them to not break up at this time. Some of them, you guys have been together forever. You're a family. There's legacy here. There's a lot involved and a lot that entails into this relationship. So they're going to come up with ways that they can kind of continue to keep this going. They're going to try to shower you with gifts and try to communicate with you more. Just try to really hold off from an inevitable situation. It could be really try to hold off from you, doing something drastic of saying, okay, I want a divorce, I'm moving out, that sort of thing. I do see for those of you with this particular circumstance, the second week, you're going to start to see this person unravel second week of July. Okay. And the outcome will be something completely different, but you're going to see this person unravel. You'll be fine. Taurus women, you'll be completely fine, perched and in full form. You will be very attractive. So if this isn't your mate doing this, then this is another person that possibly is wooing you. Could be at the workplace, could be, in any environment, but someone could be coming in trying to woo you, doing the best that they can. Now, this person that's trying to woo you, they really are trying to make you theirs. But if you are a married woman, and I have said to a lot of Taurus women that Taurus women are going to be a problem for the next 7 years, a major, major problem. You guys are going to be more of a problem than Aries women have ever been when Uranus was transiting them. Just because of the dynamic that you have, and then you couple that with Uranus, that's going to be a problem. That's a lot of cheating. That's a lot because Uranus and Venus, a lot of cheating and adultery and going into these unconventional relationships that, is going to be a problem. So, more so for the other outside person than it will be for the Taurus, but the Taurus will kind of deal with the aftermaths of that later on down the line. But I do see that, you guys are pretty much perched, and it could be another person, as I said, that's occupying your time and really trying their best to woo you as much as possible. You do have a husband or a mate, or you're living together, and you do have obligations there, and you are someone that's saying, I'm standing by my obligations. So if that is the case, you may ignore the person second week, because you know that your relationship with your mate may not be in the best place right now. And you may feel as though, I'm not going to just forego my, commitments and that sort of thing just because now you want to come in and woo me, is what I get here. So I kind of do see that. I do see disasters averted, at least for the first 2 weeks. And, any negative energies that was kind of plaguing the relationship, there can be some form of stability that kind of happens. Like the home is quiet, for the first 2 weeks. So in other aspects here, I do see very clearly that, if you're being courted, like you're in a new relationship, you still, for some reason, you kind of can't see this person. Maybe at a distance from you. You guys can't get together. This person flat out told you they want to be with you. They've been telling you, they've been very, very clear about what they want. You may say, well, I need to be married. Okay, fine, we can be married. Well, I need A, B, and C. Okay, you could do A, B, and C. Okay. You're either just gotten out of a marriage or you're divorced. It was probably ugly. You probably are self-protecting because your rules and regulations are so high. It's like you keep adding and adding, wondering when is this person going to say, okay, well, you know what, that's a deal breaker. I can't do that. So you can say, whew, finally. Okay, well, you can't do that. Well, I'm sorry. We can't be together. That type of thing. But no, you're not going to get that from this person. This person is adamant. They want you. Okay. They see the promise. They see the promise and what the situation can be. For some of them, and some of you, I'm going to be honest, there's an opportunity here for them. Okay. So there's some form of an opportunity coming for this person, and they see it, and they're not going to do anything because they feel like they're that close. They're close. They're that close. They're not going to do anything to change it. However, I do see in the second week, you may see them unraveling a bit, if they're at a distance. So you have to ask yourself, is there anything that this person has to gain from me? And what could that be? And if are you cooperating? Are you not? If you're not cooperating, you'll start to see the person unravel. If you are cooperating, and they're still like out of sorts, it may have nothing to do with you. It could very well be that, something in their life is going awry. This is a type of person who is extremely proactive, a workhorse, likes to work, is very accomplished person. It may not show up with his finances, or he may be going through a problem. If he's very goal-oriented and accomplished man, then things may not be going his way right now because he has a lot of drive and energy, and that equates to Mars, and that's not really going to be working as well as he would like. And for some of you, if you have a mate that's going through some things right now, you're going to be very loving and caring and supportive to your mate, which is going to make the home feel very nice and peaceful and loving is what it looks like. You guys may table arguments and fights and drama. It almost feels like a winter feeling. You know, in the winter time when it's cold out, people don't fight as much. They want to love because it's too cold. Like you just want to hibernate and enjoy each other. And so it will give you that kind of feeling of like hibernation and enjoying each other. Or it may not be, even if you guys are not necessarily on the same page for the first 2 weeks, like you don't really speak at home, but you're peacefully existing, if that makes sense. So it could be from peacefully existing to love and admiration coming your way. If your mate has been less than affectionate, appreciative, present, they're going to make up for that the second week. There will be some love notes coming your way or some affection coming your way, it appears, in the second week for the ladies, okay? Someone is going to put their guard down. They're going to come toward you like they need to see you. They need to see you now. And it may not necessarily go their way. Because again, we have Mars retrograde. They won't stop though. Someone is intent to see your face, spend time with you, and to, spend some time with you and be around you. So the rest of you, I think that's kind of it. The third and fourth week has different energies coming about, which is going to change some things around for you guys. So if you're interested in that, click the link below and it'll take you directly to the video. I'm trying to look and see if there's anything else here that I can impart you guys with for the first 2 weeks of the month. It just looks like, again, I didn't speak to the singles. If you're single, okay, you may be addressing someone from your past, because this is definitely not new energy. Your new energy is stifled. There may have been a point that you weren't trying to work on things. You didn't want to go back to someone. You wasn't even ready to go out and be out and about. And now someone is going to come out of the blue. It can be someone new, but you're not ready. Okay. You're not ready. You're still, sifting through past issues from a divorce or a long-standing relationship. And someone is either going to be there emotionally just to, remind you that, time is short and you have got to move with the energy and to just kind of enjoy the moment. If you're out and about, you may attract men that are financially comfortable, men that have families, men that are not necessarily available. And if you're yourself not feeling ready to be out there because you're still sifting through a past connection, you're going to attract people in that same scenario. Different circumstance, but basically it equates to the same thing, being unavailable emotionally. And you may find that, there's that player energy going on right now out there. Second week, again, I do feel like there could be someone coming back to you, or if it's this new person that you recently met, they can follow up with you second week and come on a little bit stronger than they initially came on. Or not as strong. I feel like the first time they're going to kind of lay it on. The second week of July, they may come in a little bit more appropriate. They may say that, okay, she's not the type of woman. I need to come in a different way. So they may come in to you a little more appropriate. You will be still thinking about your past love. The person will still be lingering in your mind, but they're going through some issues. Life isn't going their way right now. So they're really trying to just focus completely on, trying to get a handle on whatever this issue is that they're going through. And so the second and third week for you will be a different circumstance. So that's what I have for you guys for the first 2 weeks of July. I hope that this has been helpful. If you'd like to share with us how this has been, please let us know in the comment section below. If you would like something personal with me, I could be reaching the beginning and end to this video. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Taurus.